The $50 million problem every CEO gets wrong. What if I told you that Netflix didn't beat Blockbuster by delivering DVDs faster, and that the most expensive mistake you're probably making right now isn't buying the wrong solution, it's solving the wrong problem entirely? I'm David White, and in the next 6 minutes, I'm going to show you the exact 3-step framework that category kings use to redefine problems instead of just solving them better. Stick around to the end because I'll reveal the counterintuitive reason why your competitors will actually thank you for using this approach. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete framework that can transform how you approach any business challenge. Plus, I'll share the personal story of how this saved my business when I was starting with absolutely no money and why traditional business advice almost killed my business. Let me start with a question that might make you feel uncomfortable. What if every problem your business is trying to fix isn't actually a real problem? Clayton Christian observed that companies fail not because they do the wrong thing, but because they do the right things for the wrong reasons. Most CEOs get this intellectually, but here's what they miss. While everyone else is trying to solve problems faster, smarter, or cheaper, category kings are busy redefining what the problem actually is. It's like showing up to a chess match while everyone else is playing checkers. Now, here's the Netflix example that just about everyone gets wrong. Here's what really happened with Netflix versus Blockbuster. While Blockbuster was laser focused on solving the problem of faster DVD delivery, optimizing store locations, improving inventory management, Netflix redefined the entire problem as instant entertainment access. One company optimized stores, the other eliminated stores entirely. The result? Well, Blockbuster's relevance expired faster than milk left in the sun. So here's the 3-step problem reframing framework. Having learned this lesson the hard way during my journey from starting with no money to building multiple businesses, I've discovered that successful problem reframing follows a predictable pattern. Step 1, identify what everyone else calls the problem. Most industries suffer from what I call solution myopia. Everyone agrees on the problem definition because, well, that's how it's always been defined. When I first entered business consulting, everyone was focused on improving operational efficiency, and the entire industry cost structure was built around this premise. Consultants would schedule lengthy diagnostic phases, hire teams of analysts, and contract 6-figure engagements to troubleshoot processes. Step 2, reframe it as a bigger, more critical issue. Here's what smart CEOs recognize. Operational efficiency is actually a symptom of a leadership clarity problem. Peter Drucker nailed it. There's nothing quite so useless as doing with great efficiency something that should not be done at all. Instead of asking, how can we do this faster? The reframe should be, should we be doing this at all? The shift reveals a fundamental truth. The biggest time savings come not from optimization, but from elimination. Step 3, position existing solutions as outdated band-aids. Here's where the magic happens. Traditional efficiency consulting becomes the equivalent of rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. Technically an improvement, but missing the point entirely. When you engage with this reframing approach, you're not just competing on pricing for process optimization services, you're creating an entirely new category. My personal story, the cash flow problem that wasn't. Let me share how this saved my business. In my early years, I faced what appeared to be a cash flow problem. Traditional business advice suggested I needed better bookkeeping software, inventory management systems, or meetings with financial advisors. But the real problem wasn't cash flow, it was value delivery and timing. Instead of trying to fix my payment terms or repair my invoicing process, I redefined the challenge. How do we deliver value before requesting payment? This led to a complete business model shift that eliminated the cash flow problem entirely. Warren Buffett says, someone's sitting in the shade today because someone else planted a tree a long time ago. Problem reframing plants different trees entirely. So here's the CEO's time-saving paradox, the irony. Problem reframing initially requires more thinking time, but ultimately saves exponentially more execution time. Consider this: if your team spends 40 hours solving the wrong problem perfectly versus 10 hours reframing to solve the right problem adequately, which approach actually maintains competitive advantage? Seth Godin puts it perfectly. The problem with the race to the bottom is that you might win. Now, here's why your competitors will actually thank you for using this approach. And this might surprise you. When you redefine problems, you're doing your competitors a favor by leaving them alone in the old market. And while they're fighting over quote requests for traditional solutions, you're creating entirely new demand categories. It's like choosing to replace the whole game instead of just upgrading your pieces. They get to keep playing their game and you get to own the new one. So let me now give you the practical steps right away. Get clear on how your industry typically defines problems. Locate the underlying assumptions everyone accepts as fact. Schedule time to challenge those assumptions. This isn't optional. Engage with contrarian thinking. Support your team through the mental model shift. The most successful CEOs I've worked with share one trait. They troubleshoot their thinking before they troubleshoot their operations. So category kings aren't born from superior solutions. They emerge from superior problem definitions. As Steve Jobs noted, people don't know what they want until you show it to them. The same principle applies to problems. Here's a quick disclaimer. This reflects my personal experience, written to bring these concepts to life. This is not professional advice. Every business situation is unique, and you should seek qualified professional guidance before making strategic decisions. You know, the real cost of traditional competitive thinking isn't just lost market share, it's lost market creation opportunities. If you're ready to help your business break free from competitive commodity markets and create your own category, start with this mental shift. Stop asking, how do we solve this better? And start asking, what if this isn't the real problem? For weekly insights on strategic thinking that saves time and multiplies results, check out theauthorityfigure.substack.com. It's my newsletter. For direct consulting support, set up a call with me, and you can do that by visiting davidwhiteconsulting.com. Remember, the best way to win a game is to change the rules entirely.